We're live.
Hey.
All right. Happy Turkey Day for us that don't celebrate. We had our Thanksgiving, last week? The Thanksgiving Labor Day.
Labor Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah. It was just that Monday.
Right.
Oh, is something coming through the sound? Wow, is that a hear blow? Or is the sound off now?
Oh. Do you hear something in the background? Maybe it's a little jacked up here. Let's see. Any better?
Is that better, Chad?
Yeah, everything's off. And that's the only fan would be the fan from the computer. Oh, wrong mic maybe? Oh, there you go. I bet that could be the problem.
Let's find out.
Because they're all marked so well. Hello. How are we now? Is that better? There we go. Thank you, Matt. That was an exciting beginning.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so maybe it may have been that one. Yeah,
ooh, that would have been bad.
And it's crazy because it's got like 6 mics on it. It's got like a omnidirectional. So when you take those video files from there, it literally gives you like 6 tracks of audio.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway.
But a lot of it is unusable because it's facing
right.
the wrong way. I guess if you're like, I don't know, like if you're surrounded by sound, I guess.
What are you going to do? Point the camera up and
walk to the middle of the forest or something? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Matt. We're all set. Yeah, we like using the wrong mic occasionally.
Keep you on your toes. Let us know if chat's working.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. There, we're checking it out. So Chris and I were just talking about painting. So I'm finally getting back into painting and actually enjoying it. Like it kind of comes and goes.
Weird how you're supposed to actually enjoy your hobby. Right?
Yeah, right. This fucking hobby is too much work. But yeah, and I've had that conversation with people where they say, yeah, I just like to play, and I think that's becoming more and more common, which is why we're getting these pre-painted mini, the attempts at pre-painted minis and stuff, because half of the hobby people are like, no, I don't want to see anything on a sprue. Just give me a miniature I can put on the table. I want to start rolling dice. And
I mean, that's valid. Yeah.
But then you end up creating these ancillary businesses where you ship all your minis to Eastern Europe and pay $500 and have them sent back painted.
Or you just like leave them gray or spray paint them one color. Or I don't know, I've been hanging out in the Blackout Discord a little bit, and I think I've seen some stuff that's just the different factions are just painted a single color. That's what it looked like. Those guys were red, those guys were yellow, those guys were green. Cool, okay, whatever. Like if you just want to put stuff on the board and play, which I get.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit of the Blackout rules. I like it. Yeah.
I am. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and take advantage of their Black Friday sale because I've been looking at Blackout for like a while.
Okay.
And starter set everything's about like 20% off. Starter set's additional 15% off. So I'm like,
nice. That's pretty good.
Shipping to Japan is a kick in the pants.
It's bad. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, it's literally like 15,000 yen. So about 100 US is the cheapest shipping option, regardless of what I put in my cart. And it was also doing something funky with like not calculating yen correctly because they have like a deal where you get like a free miniature. I'm like, I want to add this PDF of the rules. Free miniature. Here's your shipping. No. I'm not paying $100 to ship a PDF.
But the free miniature, the miniature is free.
It wasn't them. It was something with whatever system they had, right? Because like yen, it wasn't looking like ignoring the last 2 digits of yen, right? So anyway, I think I don't want to do that thing where I like jump in for like $500.
Right. Well, you can proxy pretty easily in that.
You can. I don't have anything that's 32 millimeter.
I have a ton of stuff. I've got it. Yeah. Because I think AT-43 would work. I think Gates of Antares would work. And I've got all of that stuff painted.
Well, okay. Well, then we'll proxy stuff. I still think I'm going to do it.
Okay, cool.
Because like 9, basically like kind of the same thing I talked about with Turnip, where force building is pick 3 squads. And squads are like anywhere between like 1 to 3 models.
Right.
So at most you've got like 9 models.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
It's like 2 by 2 is kind of the standard feat, or 3 by 3. So I think I'm gonna take the plunge there and do that.
Looking at the rules, it did really feel like a Infinity Light. Like they were going for like rules light Infinity, which is good in some ways and bad in some ways, because the craziness of the rules is what is fun about Infinity. Is like how things combo and how things interact. But I think it could be really fun that kind of tactical squad based strategy stuff.
Tactics, right? But what you said last week off mic about New Year near game, I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to do that.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Maybe try and devote the entire year to like Blackout or something. It would be interesting to play both of those.
Oh yeah.
And kind of compare them, because it seems like Blackout is like one hit and your model is just out, right? So tactics and actually positioning is real important for a rules like game. But like sometimes, like you said, for Infinity, like that swinging nature, like there's a chance. There's always a chance.
Right. Yeah, because you're rolling d20s and it's head to head. So yeah, if you beat them by 1, you miss everything. All 5 rockets miss you. All that good stuff. Yeah. So that would be an interesting comparison. And the thing I like that the models. It's really good metal, but it is metal miniatures, and they are doing some COCast for some of the bigger stuff. But the way you get the models and stuff, and individual models are a little pricey. Like it's not an easy thing, and stuff goes out of print. Like there's stuff in your list, and there's no model for it. But they say they're very proxy friendly. Like even at like official tournaments and stuff, they're not going to care if you're not using the official models.
Wow.
Yeah, they
complete 180 from GW.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and
that conversion is less than 55% GW apart. Broken.
Right. And because the rule set there's so much there, it's always free. So they make you pay for the lore, if you want to really get into the setting. And so they have really gorgeously illustrated lore books, and I think they do fiction and stuff. But the app has all of the rules in it, kind of clickable, like anything anything has keywords or whatever, any skills. It's just click on the skill and it describes it and breaks it all the way down. So yeah, they maintain a really nice database of the updated rules that are free to access for anybody. So the only thing you'd have to do, you'd have to either print unit cards or just use your list off of your phone, and they do a nice job of letting you print lists that have everything on it.
That's cool.
Plus, for tournaments and stuff, a courtesy list, because there's too much stuff. There's too much stuff in the universe. You're never going to know all the units, so people give you the list except for the stuff that employs incognito or invisibly. So there's like missing things on the list. You're like, oh no.
I get that. Or to be like, it would completely give it away.
Right.
I don't see this on the table. Oh, right. I know what it is. Right. No.
Yeah, but it's so they handle it really well. And I think you have to. Like, they have no choice but to make it that accessible. Otherwise, people would never have all the current rules. If it was a print book, you just have to keep buying revision update. There'd be all these PDFs and stuff, kind of like the GW and the little stuff that they do.
Well, that's what GW wants to do. Right?
Yeah, they want you to buy a bunch of paper from them. They do a good job of handling that, really big and constantly kind of growing interaction. It's frustrating getting the models. And I think especially in Japan, there's a good store in Tokyo that handles it.
Of course there's a good store.
Right.
Tokyo might as well be on the other side of the moon.
But
here in Osaka,
right. But it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy to get the right model to go out of print and stuff. And there's just a lot of stuff involved in it. But but we should do that as a comparison. I think that would be a good thing to talk about, because that might be a thing. Blackout might bring more people into that kind of sci-fi tactical stuff, because it's not a huge rule set. It's pretty rules. Yeah, it's rules.
And like Infinity, the basic rule set is free.
Yes,
as well as all their kind of printable unit cards for most of the factions.
Right. Yeah, and they have hacking. I saw they have like data spike. There's like a data spike.
It most kind of like pins a model in place, or does that. Yeah. It's not anything kind of like weird. Like you're not like running like. I forgot the name. Shadowrun, right?
Right.
But
yeah. It's similar to Infinity, though. Basically, there's hackable units, so people that are in power armor, and you just go, you can't move this round. Yeah, so kind of pinning. I think the same mechanical effect. Cool. Well, look forward to that on the channel, or in our before podcast discussions.
Complaining about it on social media, like, oh my god, it's how much?
Right. Yeah, and they didn't even put the A. What letter is missing in the name? Blackout. There's no A, right?
It's BLK.
BLK. Then we put an A and a C, and I got to pay all this money for it. You think it'd be cheaper? All right. So good to see everybody in the chat.
Yeah. Enjoying your turkey.
Yes, all carved up and sleepy. So yeah, you'll just be hearing us kind of drifting in and out.
Have tryptophan in it. It's not just the overeating.
Yes. Yeah, right. Nice. Yes, and the holiday shopping. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about some of the Black Friday stuff for RPGs and etc.
It's been going for like a whole flipping month.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, in Japan, somehow they've adopted that because it's a gimmick, and it's from the West. So yeah, they have Black Friday sales starting November 1st.
Beginning of November,
Yeah, right.
It's become like its own holiday. It's this black car with like the gold letters. Black Friday.
Yeah, right.
And like they usually dress the mannequins in all black clothes, and I'm like, you have completely misconstrued.
Yes, right.
There you go. Speaking of dropping letters, misconstrued what Black Friday is. Like, it is supposed to be like one day. There are 4 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
This is our chance to get in the black.
The kickoff. Yeah. But no.
It's not a holiday in and of itself.
It's not a fashion statement. It's not a mode.
All
right. Yes. All right. So good to see everyone. Thanks for helping us with the microphone there in the beginning there, Matt. You never know what you're going to get when you go live. All right. So let's get started for this week. Welcome to the Weekly. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
And this week on the Weekly, Ghost in the Shell RPG, anime's coming. Twilight Sword by Two Little Mice, more anime for you there. And just to round it off, Daggerheart, Hope and Fear is coming.
More anime, all right.
So this is our Turkey Day, our Day of Turkeys special. And we'll go through the Black Friday deals for your favorite RPGs on for 2025. So Matt sent the online group I think on the Discord. Matt on the Discord showed off the quick start for this RPG. These are the same guys that did the Cowboy Bebop RPG. I think we talked about.
I knew that existed and was around. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, and I looked at the quick start back in the day. That was a few years ago, and I wasn't a fan because you choose the music, the mode of the music is a little bit like Fate's, kind of like it's like a Forge in the Dark and Fate kind of combined in that system, and you set the jazz or what kind of music is happening in the scene. I'm like, okay, no. You went a little too weird with that.
Did it have a mechanical effect?
Yes, it has some. There's the music that you choose is because in that Fate type way you're setting some. It's some state of the game, and it gives you something.
I don't automatically hate it.
Okay.
I haven't seen how it's implemented.
Right.
Like I could see something interesting about the players setting, like kind of the overall tone of this scene, kind of a bit like Fiasco style, right?
Oh,
where
right.
It's like, okay, we're all gonna agree that this scene has this mood, right? Or this one has. Depends how it's implemented. I might go, wow, that's garbage, right? But
yeah. So I wasn't excited about that, and that was, I believe that was. So this is a little bit interesting. I was listening to someone talking about this. This Ghost in the Shell thing has been talked about for a while, and I believe now I'm going to get it confused. I think Mana Project Studio had the rights to this, or but they're the ones that did Cowboy Bebop. But it's either Don't Panic Games and Mana Project are working together on this, and there's a little bit of confusion because there was an announcement in 2020 by River Horse Studios, which is Alessio Calvatore, that there was going to be a tactical miniatures game. So he's a war gamer, so he was going to do a tactical, or maybe board game tactical miniatures game, And that went quiet. That project went quiet for a while. But the rights that I believe I'm getting this confused, I'm sure, but Don't Panic Games, I believe, had the rights, and so that thing may still be happening. But they are now partnering with Mana Project, who did the Cowboy Bebop, to do Ghost in the Shell,
the RPG.
Yes, the RPG.
So maybe like they had the rights to like the miniatures kind of game idea, which are getting rolled into.
Yeah, and the miniatures thing is still going on, and the miniatures game was based in the standalone complex kind of universe. So so Ghost in the Shell is a little bit confusing. It doesn't have a good continuity because the movies are a thing, the TV shows are a thing, the manga is a thing, and they don't make any sense. Yeah, they don't overlap. It's just the characters have the same names, basically.
Okay, that makes it even more confusing.
But they did well on Kickstarter, and I'm sorry, it would just finish, so we didn't talk about this before it finished, but it had just completed.
Any more money, so it's fine.
Yeah, close to $500,000, like high 400s, and the planned release for the for the book after everyone's fulfilled is 2027. So it's not going to be anytime soon. So 2026 probably backers are going to get everything. So this is based on the Production I.G studio anime. But this is based on the license for Arise. And so I'm sorry. So it's even more confusing because there are 2 television series, Standalone Complex and Arise. Arise is a whole different other thing. Okay. So this is based on Arise. And Arise I don't like because they use the PDF friendly version of Kusanagi. Like at the end of the Ghost in the Shell movie, she's put in a new body and it's a young girl. So Arise is that looking character, which please don't do that. Anime is already PDF
So we're
enough.
doing like the ancient in the child's body kind of thing.
Yeah, right. But this is early.
Sanitize that for Google.
But this is early days, so that's why it doesn't make any sense because this is before. This is a kind of prequel. So the setting for this RPG, based on Arise, is kind of the birth of Section 9, which is the special terrorist agent, kind of like 24. What's the CSI, CSU, OSU, whatever they were in 24. So they're kind of an anti-terrorism unit that specializes in cyber, warfare.
I was going to say, do you think the game had to do that or pick that because it's more open world and more places for people to make their own characters? But as I started to say it, I'm like, there's got to be other agents in Section 9.
Yeah.
Right? Like you could play.
Well, and one of I think that maybe the reason that they liked this, or maybe they got stuck with this, but one of the mechanisms that they talk about is recruitment. So recruiting new agents, because Section 9, because Arise has a pretty big cast of people. The other movies less so. So you have a huge bunch of agents. So maybe there's more of putting together a team or whatever kind of things, because one of the mechanics they talk about is recruitment. So this is originally we were hearing about Ghost in the Shell in 2020. So finally we're getting this as the crowdfunding. It's not out yet, but it has been crowdfunded very successfully. So Arise takes place in this timeline in 2027. So that's before other stuff happens, and there's still, the Motoko Kusanagi is still the main focus. She's the star of that series, but you're probably just going to be playing agents in Section 9. They did promise, though, so I don't know what this license is, because they did promise if this is successful, they will continue development with new expansions and introduce Standalone Complex as an expansion. So this is all forged in the dark. No mention of fate, but kind of modified forged in the dark, so Blades in the Dark system. Yep. And so everyday life in the public security sector, plus recruitment of agents and dangerous missions against terrorist organizations. So you've got a kind of branching skill tree. You've got your ghost and you get your shell. Of course. And okay. And but there's also wired actions, so stuff that happens, kind of in the cyber world. So you're rolling your 6-sided dice and using your cyber brain, and of course, terrible cyber things can go wrong.
Cybercosis.
So I'll put that link to the Kickstarter. I think that's still available if you kind of want to see what they're doing. They're already promising expansions, so maybe more of this, movie-related, other TV show-related, whatever will happen. But that's the reason that this property is a little confusing, because the manga is its own thing. The Masamune Shirow manga is great and very interesting, but very sexual, so it's not, very family friendly. The Oshi films, the Ghost in the Shell and Memories, the one without Kusanagi in it, those are beautiful and very interesting storytelling, but totally different, like a totally different take, and even the characters' designs are pretty strange. Then Standalone Complex must take place kind of before the first movie, but they don't know how to design the Kusanagi, because they put her in kind of like a corset and like thigh-high stockings because they want it to be some skin, or want it to be sexy, but it doesn't work. It's very creepy looking. But they get her better clothed in the second season, but by that time the
damage has been done.
Yeah, the damage has been done. Sorry. The show is going away. They only did 2 seasons. And then Arise came out, which was kind of a prequel, which I hated the beginning of because it was like her in some mental institution or girls' school or something. Like, okay, I don't care about this. But
really selling it, Jeremy.
But anyway, so it's a very confusing property. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do. And basically, because it's an RPG, make up your own world, decide, what stuff you like. Yeah.
What we've often said about licensed things, right? Mm-hmm. If you're playing those characters, cool. Story's kind of already been told, right?
Right.
if you're not playing those characters, are you playing that game, right?
Right, yes.
Oh, there's Major Kusanagi walking down the street in the background, right? Okay, we're definitely there, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
yes. So but there was someone that was talking about this on their YouTube and then suddenly stopped because they signed an NDA that they can't talk about anymore. But the River Horse project is still going. So Alessio Cavatore is still doing a miniatures game or a board game, something for this. But the NDA was from Mantic. Bum, bum, bum. So Mantic may have gotten the license. It may not be using the license. We may see Ghost in the Shell from Mantic. Possibly. I don't know, unless it falls apart. But anyhow, the confusing story. And if you're on our Discord, you can, I think there's a discussion of the rules and kind of what they did with them. So you can see how people are kind of reacting to this rule set. And if it's too fussy, if Forged in the Dark works well with this, and if Ghost and Shell is enough. Maybe. Anyhow, moving on to more Japanese, imitating more Japanese. So the thing that I'm worried about with with anime licenses is there's a million of them, and I don't want this thing that kind of happened in the 80s, like the crazy licensed RPGs where everything was just getting a license, and basically the rule book was just stills from the movie, like in and that's what the quick start for the Ghost in the Shell had. So I was like, okay, that looks a little like the quick cash in license RPG stuff. But Twilight Sword does not. Twilight Sword is amazing. At first I was like, ew. Zelda. I mean, Zelda's,
I'm still at that point.
Yeah, Zelda's got a weird fandom, and and it was Two Little Mice, and they're doing this is kind of cooperation, just like with Outgunned. Two Little Mice and Free League are going to be releasing this together. And at first I was like, oh great, a cute, cozy RPG based on a really goofy fandom. But it's actually just a love letter to early JRPGs. So like early Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Twilight, and then even like so the way they cleverly marketed this by saying it's a non-official Zelda RPG, because then the fans go crazy and they made huge money. Like in the first day they made $500,000.
Well, it's also Two Little Mice.
What's that? Well, yeah. Maybe it's Free League. You're picking the right words. So the way that they marketed it worked well for it, but it really is, and surprisingly like well done. Often when you get Western artists drawing Japanese style characters, it looks terrible, and it's just got this weirdness to it. But Daniela is insanely talented. Like she just switched modes from doing cool super spies, action heroes, to superheroes, to now Japanese anime to early to kind of 80s Japanese anime, and it looks great. It has its own style, just like with their superhero Outgunned game. It's like treading really close to like protected IPs. It's like that's almost Link, that's almost Zelda, that's okay, well, but they must be doing. They haven't gotten we haven't seen any. They must have lawyers that are getting some clearances, or they just don't give a damn. They say, "Come on, come get us." I don't know.
Or it's far enough away.
Yeah, right. And but they're doing a really cute job. So basically, it is just a lovely. It's maybe not something that you'd want to play, similar to like Household or some of the other games. The way the setting kind of comes off, but it's not cozy. It's not cute, but it is stripped down in this like interesting way that makes it feel like a JRPG. Like you're just. Your health is just hearts, and and then it's got elemental attacks in it. It has that chain, that Pokemon style chain of elemental attacks.
I'm curious what kind of system this uses.
Oh yeah, so it's got its own own system developed for this setting, and I don't think I've got crazy details on it, but they created it Twilight D12. Based system. You're rolling under your ability scores, and they've got elemental mechanics. So there's 8 elementals: fire, beats, ice, beats, wind. That but the kind of the some of the writing from the crowdfunder: become a champion, bring hope back to the lands of Radia, whatever. Twilight Sword is an adventure RPG game inspired by classic video games like Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, Ni No Kuni, and this Studio Ghibli type stuff, but it doesn't get super cutesy. Do you remember? This used to be a beautiful land, but as foretold, the scourge Vardas has returned and filled the world with ruin and despair. Now the fate of Radia stands with you. Wake up, champion! Challenge the forces of evil and claim the Twilight Sword. So it's a very super stripped down. Like the bad thing is coming back, and you got to beat it back. Like that. The thing they all did.
I saw this and I'm like, one, I can't back anymore. I'm not going to back any more Kickstarters, especially I'm showing up for Blackout soon.
Yeah, right.
Two, I win. Not a fan of anime. So whoop, into the bin you go. Like despite being Two Little Mice and their stuff, like their production values and stuff being fantastic, right? I can't deny that. Now I was asking about that because this seems a bit, not in any kind of infringing way, it seems a bit similar to Heroes of Cerulean, which was a D4 based, very JRPG game where again your health was just hearts and like to the point where it encouraged the GM to find a shtick for the NPCs and to constantly just repeat that, right? Like this NPC only cares about fishing. So like, but like they encouraged you to emulate the old like, well, you've chosen the wrong dialogue box and this guy's just rattling on about fishing, right?
Right.
So I was wondering if they do the same thing.
I don't think they went that far. That's pretty funny, kind of a simulation of the early stuff. But I think it's more just like taking the tropes. Like they're just working with the tropes and they have an interesting like the land itself, like the maps are procedural. Basically, you're drawing like square cards and you're making grids, and so you're crawling these lands that are kind of procedurally generated from a box of cards, of terrain cards.
Fireland, desert land, ice land.
Yeah, right.
Why wouldn't there be?
Right.
I'm not knocking it. Like tropes are tropes for a reason, right?
And they keep introducing they've been very successful as they keep unlocking new kin. So there's going to be a huge number of silly animals and
that's
crazy.
The thing that also turns me on too. I go animal and go, okay, cool barbarian guy, cool,
and a frog.
And a fucking frog and a penguin wielding the frying pan. Like I'm out. Like I can't.
Right. No, and I understand.
No shame on people who like that. That gets a little bit too silly for me.
Right. But it's very straightforward, like very stripped down and straightforward in the way that it's just like everything in this world that's not you and not your kin is a monster. You're just killing monsters. You're not going to people's homes and destroying.
But if everything that's not your kin is a monster, well, let's go over to this city, right? And no, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, so I think they're doing this right. It does just seem like they're taking inspiration, and that's really amazing that they've had this number of games now, just inspiration from 80s movies, inspiration from Marvel movies, inspiration from Indiana Jones, and now inspiration from JRPGs. So very interesting how they're doing this, and it's gorgeous. The production,
I can't deny that. I looked at them like it does look gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't need that much more stuff.
Yeah, right. And it's hard to figure out like who would be, because already 5e and Daggerheart, which we'll talk about soon, is already so cozy. Like it's heroic fantasy, but it's so cozy that I don't know.
Cozy has a word that has been lost all meaning.
Yes, it's
right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's but that was the mistake that I made with Household, thinking it was a cozy style game, and it's not at all. It's very just like taking the idea of kingdoms, warring kingdoms, and just kind of miniaturize it. Yeah. And so that was kind of a misconception. So maybe like the way that this plays is also doesn't feel like that at all. You're not sipping tea and stuff. You're literally like playing an early 90s JRPG.
Yeah. Where in Zelda, which I've actually have played, like do you go and just sip tea? No, you walk into a little dungeon and so it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, right? And then you go off and you kill those little stuff. Right?
And hopefully, they just really nailed the heroic and the, and kind of the quirky interaction of the party members might be fun, but not too, I don't know. I think they're kind of right-headed with this. Initially, I was like, oh no, but it seems like they've done a nice job with it, and it's getting alchemy support, which I think a lot of their stuff does. So there'll be a VTT with great art to play with it, and soundtracks and all kinds of crazy dice and stuff. So really deluxe. But it is Two Little Mice, so it's not cheap. Like I think it's like $300. Like the full thing is like $300.
But like we said, like the stuff they make, is good production value.
Yeah, and as it gets more successful, it's just like it gets more spot UV coating and it gets more embossing, and it just looks nicer and nicer as they keep going.
Goes higher.
I know, the shipping gets crazy. But so. Initially, I was really turned off by it. But it's like, okay, I get it now. I get what they're doing, because that marketing of oh, you can play Zelda. It's like, I don't want to play whatever Zelda is now because it's just creepy. But yeah, a D12 kind of based system. And this is, they're talking about on live stream.
Of all dice.
Yeah, not anymore. Jeez, there's a lot of D12. But they were talking about this is their most successful campaign ever. So Two Little Mices, yeah, wow. Just like so in the first day, 450,000 on the first day. They've still got 3 weeks to go, and this beat Outgunned and every wow. Outgunned adventure and everything they've had so far. So yeah, congrats to Little Mice, and yeah, check it out if you like that. Want to take a look at that early JRPG experience. Yeah, it's not pixel art. It's nice, gorgeous illustrations, and really they did a surprisingly good job. That's one of the things I really have a problem with is. Western artists trying to do anime, and they rarely do it very well. But this works because it kind of becomes its own style. It's got its own stylization that works really well. So,
speaking of more things we don't like,
yeah. Speaking of cozy, heroic cozy. Well, this is the Daggerheart. This is where everybody comes for all their Daggerheart news. This is basically the Daggerheart. No, it's not.
That was sarcasm.
Yeah. Daggerheart headquarters here. Yes, so it's not over yet. Even though Critical Role is not playing this system on their live stream, their season 4 or 5, whatever they're at, they're not even playing this game. I don't know why, because it was too hard to prepare ahead of time because the rules weren't finished and there was all kinds of excuses.
Okay, tangent. I would have a lot more respect for Critical Role if they actually said that. If they said, we know we've put out this game, we're really proud of it, we like this game, but we know that we kind of have a loyal fan base for people playing 5e, so we're going to continue to use it. If they had said anything, rather than, I think they've just said nothing.
Well, the Dimension 20, the guy that took over for Matt Mercer said that he had already.
Mercer was
player. So for this season, I think it's Dimension 20 guy is taking over, and he said he was prepping stuff ahead of time for 5e and didn't want to try to figure out how to switch stuff over. So yeah, that was the excuse.
I mean,
but it's not great marketing for their product.
No, it isn't. That's the thing, right? Legitimate reason. Cool, you're upfront about it. It really feels like you can't be bothered to play your own game, right?
Right. But they're expanding it. Yes. All right. So Hope and Fear is coming.
So more game they won't play.
Right. Yeah, more classes and subclasses that will not get played. Yeah, so they're doing a big, and they've been playtesting these individual classes and subclasses. Yeah, they've got that on that portal. I forget what it was called, but yeah, they've got a portal website where they give you playtest materials. And so 4 new classes, hundreds of adversaries, and indispensable GM tools are coming.
They're indispensable. Why don't I find the first one?
Right. So yeah, and it was only last May. I mean, we were actually playing that. The release was not that long ago. So Daggerheart was released.
I like how I got included in that week. I hadn't even cracked the collective.
Book. Yes, right. And so this is going to be this new expansion, summer 2026. It doesn't mention crowdfunding, so I think they're just going to release it. Hopefully,
then respect where respect is due. You're big enough to not crowdfund stuff,
right? And they're going to do like they did before, release it, but also do kind of a deluxe box with like special dice and stuff because they've got collectors, they've got fans and collectors, so yeah.
The whales aren't going to be separated from their money on their own.
Right, exactly. So yeah, so they're going to give you custom fear tokens. Fear is like the currency that the GM uses to inflict horrible things. So now there'll be tokens because it's a super token based system, which is the weird thing. And they just say use tokens. What can those tokens or buttons or whatever? So you're constantly having to put things on cards and keep track of stuff, which doesn't work digitally very well. But they didn't really do a lot of tokens. I think there's a generic token. So now maybe you'll have a specialized token. Yeah. So coming this summer, the 4 new classes of Assassin, Brawler, Warlock, and Witch with their own 2 subclasses each.
Because it's cozy with a class like Assassin and Brawler.
Right. Yeah. But So they're also doing the 4 new campaign frames. So campaign frames was kind of like the setting where they give you kind of what's happening in the world, and some of them were darker, but a lot of them were just, oh, we got to save everybody from the evil fungus that's taking over the Flower Valley. And it's get cozy. Get cozy. All right. So 130 new adversaries, 100 new items, some new mechanics, like transformations where you can be cursed as a werewolf or a vampire, or you can just turn into your persona. That would be the best part of transformation. So yes, of course.
That's what a werewolf is. I'm sorry. A werewolf is a persona, right?
Right. So your deluxe edition is going to get you custom dice, the special fear tokens at GM screen, and special sheets to make your own adversaries. Yeah, so this will due out.
How many of those 130 new adversaries are fungus?
I don't know, a lot probably, and funny little fish people and frogs and turtles and lots of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of that. And so yeah, when you said that about too many cute little animals in Twilight, so yeah, Daggerheart is full of animal kin of all silly shapes and sizes.
I don't really know why, and people are allowed to like what they like. I don't like it. I don't like it unless you're okay. And I'll say I don't like kitchen sink settings, which is why I didn't like Numenera. System also fucking sucks. Right? But like, if you're just like, yeah, it's got everything, I'm like, that's boring.
Yeah.
That's boring. Like limitations and things that are missing make a setting distinct, right? So like I'm thinking way back to like the Magic Lorewind set, right? Where they're like, there are no humans here. Cool. Okay, that's at least interesting, right? But if you're just like, no, we've got everything, I'm like, well, come on. I wouldn't mind furries or all these little animal kins if you were playing like fucking Zootopia, the fantasy, right? Then I'm like, cool, everything's animals. This makes sense, right? But if you go, no, we got all the classic fantasy, right? I'm like,
and they're still hunters, and they're still pets, and like what? Okay, well, how does any of that?
I like how I like how Zootopia 2 reinvented animal racism again.
Oh yeah,
where you're just like, oh come on, don't you have something else in this playbook, right? Yes. I'll probably be seeing it, but I'm like, oh, so we've done more speciesism.
Yes.
Good job. Yeah. Anyway, so back to
Daggerheart. So look forward to Daggerheart coming next summer, and tune in for all your Daggerheart updates.
Well, I was going to say, did we put like a backer level or like a pledge level? Where we like Chris reads / plays Daggerheart.
We have to. Yes. Chris must play Daggerheart.
Don't make it like a $5 tier. Right?
All right, so that's enough with these turkeys on Turkey Day, and let's cover tomorrow what we're going to be doing. So the Black Friday deals of 2025. Yes. All right, so starting with Mantic, they are kind of focusing on just their board games, which is a little disappointing because they've got the new Kings of War coming out. But from November 21st to the 30th, they're doing bundles of all of their popular board games, plus the thing that I love that Mantic does, because it is weird. It is like a warehouse. You can tell like they're just pushing shelves of warehouse junk into a box because they're always super random. The Crazy Box deal. So the Crazy Box is about $60 US, and it's just content. You'll get at least one board game in there, and then you get a bunch of other random shit from board games that you don't own. But you know, it's fun plastic. I mean, you might get Hellboy, you might get the whole cast of Hellboy, or you might get a bunch of zombies from Walking Dead. Who knows what's going to be in there? But you know, a lot of the accessories, terrain, and just like random stuff.
It's kind of the same as one of those like bits, like slightly damaged bits bags. Where you're just like, okay.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of fun with the Mantic. I did their Sci-Fi Crazy Box, and Warlord had a random box, Warlord games. So yeah, that's fun stuff because you do get random stuff that's
something
been discontinued, and you know it's a lot of it. It's random, and there's a lot of it.
You like a lot of stuff, but don't care what it is.
Yes, exactly. So they've got an Umbrella Academy collector's edition bundle for about $100. The retail version for about $38. Wow, that deluxe must be really deluxe. Oh, that's all. Yeah, that's right. It's all the miniatures, all the villains and miniatures for the deluxe version. Hellboy and their Darkness Calls expansion for $125. Worms, the board game collector's edition for these collector's editions are brutal. This has a deluxe playmat and some Kickstarter exclusive stuff that's only available only on Kickstarter. The actual worms. You play with actual worms. Their Dungeon Saga Origins expansions, and then their Crazy Box for about $60. And then there's some other dice bundles and things. So if you already have some of these games and you want to pick up more dice for cheap, this might be a good time to do it. And their terrain crate, they're doing kind of a advent calendar that is terrain pieces. So you get 24 pieces of scattered terrain that you can open one every day until Christmas. So all kinds of good stuff there. So yeah, that's Mantic. I'll put the link to that. Exalted Funeral was kind of exciting. They're kind of doing doorbuster deals where they got a couple of things really cheap but in limited quantities. So they're Tephrodic Nightmares for Morkborg, 50% off. The Herbalist Primer Collection hardback, 50% off. Old School Essentials, the Holy Mountain Shaker, 50% off, and then Mouse Ritter plus the Estate, I guess, expansion combo, 50% off, but limited quantities. 75% off Old School Essentials, the Advanced Fantasy Referees Tome, 40% off all the other essential the zines and zines that were produced for that. So the doorbusters are limited. Yeah, they're going to be 75% off. That also includes Monty Python's co-curricular medieval reenactment program, Sensible Middle Class Edition, 75% off. So just the regular version. Yeah, and then also, like I said, the referee's tome for Old School Essentials, and then basically 30% off all of their other books and box sets, depending on what you're looking for. But a lot of stuff, and this stuff like kind of just occasionally goes on sale, and it is expensive. So buying it on sale is great. Noble Knights is doing a big Black Friday promotion. They're also kind of doing a cap on shipping. Over $99 in the US is free shipping. And then they're capping for Canada, $19.95, the EU and UK, $29.95, Australia, Japan, and New Zealand, $49.95. So if you order a lot, that's actually pretty good because the shipping goes up, like Chris was talking about, to $100 very quickly, depending on weight and size.
Oh, I see what they did.
Yeah, they're yeah.
I thought that was you spend more than $50, you get free shipping. No, it's like
So for international, they're capping.
For international, your cart is limited to just under $50 for them to save on shipping.
Right. Yeah. So gotcha. They're capping the flat shipping.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the numbers I was giving you is like that's the most shipping can be. So if you're only getting one book, it's definitely going to be under that. But if you're ordering a lot of stuff, they're capping their shipping, which is great because it can get out of control because strange sizes and weights of things, gets to be ridiculous.
The high shipping price is what encourages me to like load up on stuff because I'm like I can't just buy like a single box. Right. I don't want to pay $100 for like a single box.
Yeah.
So it's like, nope, let me get enough to justify this shipping cost. And then you go, and I hate this game. And no one will buy it off you because I don't want to pay the shipping price, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, and some other notable stuff. So Steamforged Games, they are just now releasing. They've got like a special sign up for being notified special release for all of their things for War Machine and the other board games and things that they're including. This will be exclusive miniatures and things. So take a look at Steamforged if you're into any of their board games or war games. Drive-Thru RPG has a huge selection. A lot of Modiphius stuff was really, really cheap. And they also, if you're signed up to get mail from them anyhow, did you see the Delta Green assets? Like the free Black Friday gift? They just sent you a code or a link for it's all the kind of SVGs and PNGs for like all the stamps and different things to make documents. So it's international. Yeah, I think it's the European set for making documents for your for your Delta Green. So it was very, very fun. So so a lot of good stuff on Drive-Thru. I'll put a link to that, and also My Mini Factory. There's a code for 50% off, and that includes almost every seller.
Mini Factory is always having the same.
Yeah. So basically, if you had your eye on anything, got something in a cart, that code will give you 50% off of that, most likely. So lots of Black Friday stuff. I was really surprised Exalted Funeral was getting rid of some big stuff.
Well, some of the stuff made sense, right? The Old School Essentials, because they're going to the second edition.
Yep, they're revised.
Edition.
Their revised is coming. That's true. Yeah, then maybe they have a lot of those that we gotta clear some space here. Yeah. So that'll be Black Friday, and depending
for Cyber Monday.
Right. So depending on who you're getting notices from, there's probably a lot of other deals out there for RPGs. I think a lot of publishers, to get attention during these times, they will ask for all of that.
Only 4 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah, right. It's only 4 weeks. So that's going to do it for this week. So where can people find you?
Instagram and Blue Sky. That's Hivemind, HYVEMYND, where I'm complaining about shipping prices. And that's about it for right now. So,
nice.
How about you?
And Abuse Cartoons on YouTube and Twitch. I'm still doing that cartoon at gocomics.com/domestic abuse. And check out rcharvey.com for cartooning and comics history and more than 20 years of writing. We started in 98. Yeah, so wow. 27 years of
27 years.
Of our posting our R.C. Harvey's writings that were featured on Comics Journal, Comic Buyer's Guide. He's published several books of histories of comics and cartooning. So I'll put that link in the description as well. If you like what we're doing here on the weekly, consider becoming a weekling.
The strongest of all supporters.
You can do that at patreon.com/upturntable. And just basically let us know what you want to see more of. More Daggerheart coverage. You want to see Chris play Daggerheart. I mean, we're all.
You want to see Chris talk more and play Blackout.
Oh, Blackout. That's right.
Not Daggerheart.
Blackout for 2026.
Yep. That's not a bad slug. Okay.
So upturntable.com is the website for everything. The Patreon also has an RSS feed, which is the audio from all of our live streams, plus any actual play stuff that gets kind of turned into audio. Anything that works, that doesn't have visuals, that works well, will go on that channel as well. And you can also become a YouTube member, which will give you the same special videos and things that aren't available, that are available to only patrons and members. Just doesn't have the RSS feed. So, but it does include the the Discord. We'll give you access to the Discord so you can see the discussion of the Ghost in the Shell RPG.
Not positive, I don't think.
Right. So, that'll do it for this week. So happy Turkey Day, and we'll be back next week.
Later, mortals.
Goodbye. Take a look at the chat. Oh yeah, sorry, I don't have Discord up. Yeah, let me know in the chat if anybody wants to chat on Discord. I didn't bring it up. Oh, Arturo's got a PlayStation Portable. Is that for Black Friday? Oh, that's cool. What's going on? Yeah, all kinds of Black Friday. Oh yeah, so Matt was talking about for Ghost in the Shell. The resolution system was needlessly fidgety in parts. In combat, you're evaluating your roll twice, both times, for any determine extra effects, consequences. Oh, wow, that's weird. Just unnecessarily cumbersome. Oh, I need text to speech for all of Clarion's helping me remember stuff. Yes, CTU, of course, the counter terrorist unit for 24. Yeah, so basically you're playing cyber CTU in Ghost in the Shell. Nice. Oh yeah, that's very cool, Matt. Yeah, Pelgrane. Matt's communicating with Pelgrane, and they're not. They're not doing NDA stuff. But yeah, we'll have some fun stuff end of this year and into the new year with them. That's great. Yeah, very cool. Oh no, yeah, I think you're right. I think there is a live action Zelda in the works. That fandom is a little unnecessarily weird. I mean, the original Legend of Zelda, that stuff is great, and even the stuff that was on the portables, Game Boys and DSs and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's just I don't know when it happened. And maybe it was just like a weird fan art thing, like DeviantArt or Tumblr or whatever. Just started a real weird kind of Zelda thing where I don't know, it became very unappealing. But they did a good Zelda vibe for Twilight Sword. I just can't believe how close they get to stuff. I hope they just don't try to do like a Monday Night Football game or something for something really close to where they're super protective. Although Nintendo is one of the most litigious, like protective people. They ruin a lot of streamers and fan people that are doing fan game projects and stuff. They ruin a lot of their days with their litigiousness. There we go. So yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, so Rob's saying the certainly happy playing a less gritty exploration quest type. Yeah, it looks like it's really stripped down into clear the bad stuff, kill the baddies, and get the sword, find the princess. That would be weird if there actually was a game like that again. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh wow, like out right now. Oh wow. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, Rob mentioned and Chris mentioned too. Yeah, that Heroes of Cerulean. Just like a simulation of the quirks of of the kind of JRPG tropes. That's funny. Wow. Yes, Haggard Darts had HQ right here. Anytime something happens. Oh wow. Yeah, that's right. Jason Momoa will return. We have to get back to doing some of this. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, their wheel, like Matt's saying, for Daggerhearts, they made a wheel of how the I forget the elements. They had these like weird kind of elemental things that influence the different classes and subclasses, and now that's all ruined because now they just added 4 more. I guess then you have to buy the new expansion to get the new wheel. But hey, Arturo, love Numenera. Chris, get back here. Defend your hatred. Hey, Quark, how's it going? Happy Turkey Day. Anthropomorphic animal kin. Matt saying anthropomorphic animal kin need to be rare and special. And if they're everywhere and you get cozy and furry, and that's if you're into that. that's very true. Oh man. Yeah, if you can tell an interesting story. Yeah, that's the that's true. Yeah, Clarion says, if you can tell an interesting story with a caste system with animal kin species, and that takes it, that helps remove it from, too many like one-to-one comparisons. I think it makes it a little bit more helpful. And I met saying we played Knave on the channel. Oh yeah, that's right. I played a crow. Yep, that's right. There was a cat and also a turtle and also a canine. Yeah, right. Yeah, everybody wasn't a weird collection of goofy animals. That's right. I played a crowd, and I didn't. Yeah, I refrained from random squawking or anything that would be hard to listen to on the audio. Yeah, and I rarely. That's right. I rarely play animal types, but I think I played a wolf and a crow in the last two of the when there was an animal kin. I don't think I ever have. That's funny. Only half orcs, I think. Oh no, yeah, I didn't mention. Yeah, there's Matt's saying there's a new horror supplement for Haggard Arts. Said that they announced. Yeah, I don't think they do great horror, but yeah, and maybe based on, because I think the one campaign frame that they actually played that Matt Mercer ran on the Critical Role channel was the, I don't know, like post-apocalypse or kind of the kind of the dark, grim dark setting. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the it's just in their adventures, but I think 5e has the same problem now, that the people that are writing this stuff put really weird stuff. If you'd like to take a bath, if you like, me to wash your clothes, like this really weird stuff in there that it gets, just unnecessarily kind of creepy, just creepy details. Clarion saying, I saw someone saying they're going to make a 5e traveler. No. That will offend Matt more than Exodus, I think, than more than the fake using the term traveler, Wizards of the Coast RPG. Hey Abyss, how's it going? Gonna assume the level of horror makes the Goosebumps TV show a nightmare feel. Yes. Yeah, that'd be crazy. 5e Traveler. Oh, yep. Matt is already disgusted and needs more pie. Nice. Oh, Arturo wants to run a Pirates of Drinax campaign. Oh. Let's see. So they're talking European Dutch holidays. Sinterklaas, that's right. Nice. Oh, nice. Arturo's gonna jump into some Kingdom Deliverance 2 DLC. Oh, I wonder how crazy that's gonna get. Nice. Yeah, we're coming up on. I can't believe how fast we're getting to the end of the year. Crazy. Hey, we got a Rumble comment. Hey, Alabama John. How's it going? All right. Well, thank you for the message, Purple, by the way, BTW. That's right. I'm on 5 platforms at this time. Yes, Rumble is one of them. It was Kick for a while, but Kick, I think something happened to our Kick account. So we're on, where are we here? So we are currently live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Rumble, and nothing else. Yeah, because Kick died, Bump.live died, Patreon is, no Odyssey. We used to be on Odyssey. And what was the other one? The D-Live? What was the D-Live, yeah. That's no, we might be live on there as well, kind of, maybe. That looks like it could be active. Yeah, they Restream did another weird thing with their interface. I can't see the chat now from the website. Yes. Oh no, yeah, no, Daily Motion. No, yeah, D-Live is Daily Motion. Yeah, it's not working on Daily Motion for some reason. I think you got a couple of these you have to set up the stream every single time, and there's just not enough going on. That's a thing. Daily Motion. Not enough platforms. I think we should go to with the Russian VK Live. We got a couple of other options. Nice. So yeah, Traveler, Arturo saying, Traveler doesn't work for 5e. It's just gonna be Temu Planescape, yeah. Yeah, Arturo's already warning. Stay off a Rumble. Stay off a Kick. Yeah, I don't think we've had. And also because you're probably right, Arturo. We don't have any mods over there. There's nobody modding any of that chat. So and I think that's right because we were getting some weird Kick harassment. Just so you know, Kick will eventually take over Twitch. Oh no. Yeah. Well, we can do gambling though. If we can turn this into a slots and pachinko channel as well. Yeah, I was just taking a look because Restream has like a growing number of platforms. There's a lot of Chinese platforms. We're not on in China. We got to get on in China. I think that's where we're going to find our success, our huge success. Yeah. So Kick, Instagram, but I think you have to set up the stream every time. Oh, TikTok Live. There we go. Whip. Mux is new. Substack. Oh, Substack has streaming. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe we should set up a Substack and have some streaming. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Substack has streaming now. Yeah, they're just adding new platforms. Amazon Live, Telegram. Should we start a Telegram channel? Steam. Yeah, Dailymotion. And then a lot of Chinese things. Oh, I thought there was a VK Live. The social media, the Russian social media. I thought that was, maybe there was at one time. They got delisted. Arturo says Kick moderators just bully you with racist comments. Yes. So Abyss says Rumble is a cesspit, is what it is. Okay, I can turn them off. They're just a toggle. I've got like different stuff set up to see if anything comes over. Yeah, and it doesn't even Twitch itself is pretty. We're not making much of an impact on Twitch. It's basically this is a YouTube stream. But yeah, we're just seeing where people find us, and I guess it's not going to be on Kick. All right, but yeah. So what else is going? So hopefully, yeah, we'll start some. That'll be great if I can get Chris to do some miniatures gaming next year. Especially if that 2-player starter comes in. It's nice too. They did a really nice job. It's not cheap, but the 2-player starter has enough. It's like 9 minis, or I think like closer to maybe like 7 minis for each side, like 15. I think they say on the box. But you have vehicles and then squads, and then they have the tokens and rulers and cards and a bunch of stuff in there to make it easier to get started. But Blackout, like Infinity and a lot of the other games now, they make their basic rule set free. So, but if you want the lore and anything extra, Indie Heat tomorrow night. Thank you, Matt. Oh, sorry, I forgot to plug that on the main podcast. But yes, the third movie of Indie Heat tomorrow. No, an H. Yeah, we gotta look for the most horrible places. Let's see. Should we make a prediction market for the game? Everyone has a prediction market now. Oh, yeah. Should we predict what's going on? Nice. But yeah, so Indie Heat, that's right. So looking forward to that, getting back to those characters and playing some of that system. I like that system, and hopefully with the full release of Alchemy with this 1.0 or version 1 release, all of the rerolls and everything will be in the system now in the VTT, so it'll look nice and have a nice rerolls. Yeah, we've got to try out since the other VTT, Fantasy Grounds, since Fantasy Grounds went free, we got to try that out, because I think if you host a game, we're gonna have the same problems as Foundry, so it may not be an option. But they do have there was a couple of systems that I was looking at that have good Fantasy Grounds support. Yeah, but that might be worth worth taking a look at. In the new year, I think we'll stick. We'll wait for my subscription to Roll20 to go away, or my whatever the discounted year that I got. That is the only reason that I keep falling back to Roll20. But that's going to expire, I think, in January. So we'll be down to Alchemy and Foundry at that point. So we'll see. Yeah, keep cheating on Alchemy with Roll20. But if I can get Fantasy Grounds to work, I might try to learn a little bit more of that. Although it doesn't have, there's not a lot of indie stuff on there. But there is some stuff that I think, what was I just looking at? There were a couple of systems that I was happy that were set up on Fantasy Grounds because it'd be a good presentation. I think if we wanted to play Savage Pathfinder, that's all set up well on there. But there was something else. Was it Delta Green? I can't remember. There's something that I was looking that has a nice official thing on Fantasy Grounds. And they've been at it the longest. I think they've made the most improvements, honestly. If you probably looked at the development of that VTT, they've actually done the most. Roll20's done nothing. I mean, they're just as clunky as ever, just they're more purple than before. Yeah, it's just not pleasant. And I don't like the fact that they the only thing that's going to work really well without a ton, it was basically almost like light video game development, like the indie solo video game, solo developer video game development, to put a system into that VTT. With you have to have their highest level of subscription, and then you got to do all the work to put stuff in, unless you play their the official modules for stuff, which it's not a lot. And like we ran into with what was it, Alien, I think they were bad. They were really bad. They were missing a lot, and they didn't work well. There was some bad resolution images and stuff. Yeah, that's the big advantage so far with Alchemy, is if you pay for the official stuff, it's beautiful. It works well. It looks great. They do a really nice job. Yeah, because they did the whole masks of Nyarlathotep is in there for Call of Cthulhu for Alchemy. That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of stuff. That handout list is daunting. Oh, but yes, Indie Heat. So look forward to that over the holiday weekend. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention, during the podcast, I should have put this stuff in my notes. I just feel like I'm going to remember it because I'm like, sitting with it the whole week. Instead of doing an audiobook or anything for Christmas this year, I thought I would play as close to nightly as I can. I'm not sure if I can guarantee every night, but most nights play a few adventures, a few whatever turns of Trudvang Legends. So I've got the Trudvang Legends board game all set up on my dining room table with cameras and everything. And so we'll just pick up that because it's a story game. So there's going to be a lot of reading. So it'll be like listening, to a story. There'll just be some, and there's no dice rolling. It's all tokens from bags. So we'll do that, and just to kind of get excited for the setting coming out for Dragonbane next year. So this will introduce you to the setting and kind of the monsters, how things are named. It's got the whole world map on there, and so the characters, the lands will be. So you'll get used to some of the names of some of the areas, and then some of the forces at work, the monsters and the magic. I just chose kind of three. I'll go over this when I do the stream, but I just chose kind of the three base characters. But I've got all of the expansions, so I don't know how long one of them is going to take, but we'll just kind of go through that. Go through that as it goes, because I think I probably have enough for 20, 30 days of that. So we'll just do a Trudvang Legends. You kind of choose your own adventure style. It's a storytelling board game, so you have characters with it's a branching story. So we'll be reading from like a book of sagas, but it's all the Trudvang set. This is the Command board game that they kind of redid, but it has it's got a token drawing system. I'm not crazy about, like, now that I take a look at the actual board game and getting it on the table and using it, the board sucks. Drawing stuff out of bags sucks when you're doing it for separate characters, because instead of doing the solo mode where it's me and a retainer, like it's one character plus a retainer, I'm just going to play 3 like full characters that we can just level up and, you know, do everything with, because it's cooperative. But yeah, so this should introduce the whole Trudvang setting and be something than just, you know, reading a book every night, just playing some rounds of that, a little bit more visual, and there'll be some storytelling and some branching, so I can, you know, consult the chat on what decisions should be made. But I just went with kind of 3 basic characters to start the adventure. But every one of the expansions and stuff, we can switch up the characters and kind of do whatever. Nice. But yeah, that'll be cool that it's going to have Dragonbane. Yes. So yeah, so take a look, keep an eye out on the channel for that. I'll probably run it pretty late, so it'll probably come out like kind of early morning, early morning North American time. But I'll do it as regularly as possible, so there'll be kind of extended adventures for that. So yeah, I'll probably start tomorrow night. So yeah, whatever that would be, Saturday morning. Yeah, that the first one to get started, just kind of introduce everything, kind of go over the rules of the board game and everything. But yeah, it's visual enough. There's a lot of nice cards. I'll do a kind of a multi-camera where I can show you some stuff up close and then show you the whole board. It's not easy though to present. It's a pretty big board, so it's not easy to present. But yeah, it should be fun talking about the board game. But yeah, I just thought, I was trying to think of something that would be fun, and yeah, I'm getting excited to see an actual you know, playable version of that world, of that setting. I'm sure the Swedish one was fine, but yeah, what we got in English, the Trudvang Chronicles, was fun setting, not very playable. So yeah, so we'll see. And I don't know the quality of the writing, like how interesting the stories are going to be, or if they're based on, you know, existing, you know, modules or things that were released, adventures for the original game or not. I don't know if these are all original stories. It doesn't include a lot of the monsters, you know, from the bestiaries, and there's boss monsters and there's elite monsters and stuff. So there'll be different levels of challenge, and there'll be character death as well. So we can, you know, replace characters as needed. Just keep the story going forward. I hope I don't like lose every single one in the first night. But we'll see how that goes. It's a ton of minis. There's some really nice miniatures. So I've got a little close-up camera. I can give you some shots of those as we're doing it. But yeah, so I thought that might be fun for the holidays. So holidays in Trudvang this year. So very cool. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that, and we'll also fit in. Matt was thinking like 3 maybe sessions for 2 or 3 for Indie Heat number 3. That'll be fun. Be fun to finish the story to see if Will actually retires, or we're just attending a funeral in the last scene. So should be good. Nice. But yeah, everybody enjoy their holiday weekend. It's such a weird like non-holiday here, because they do have Black Friday for some reason. So today is Black Friday, so there are sales and stuff, but they've been just using that name for this time period, which is basically November. So I think we've got another week of Black Friday in Japan. But just the signage and everything. I think they just like the name, and people associate it with, you know, great bargains in America. So they just use the name. So yeah, we're getting a lot of that. Yeah. So yeah, the Christmas music starts November 1st. Black Friday goes all of November, and whatever. Yeah. And the only Thanksgiving is thank you for your labor. Thanksgiving was that last Monday or last weekend was a 3-day weekend, because labor gets one day off a year for all of their hard work. All right. But yeah, we'll get this going. Hopefully my setup is going to work well enough. I had to kind of use bits and pieces from various places. So I was hoping, I had a shotgun mic that I was hoping I could use to just like point at me, and because I wasn't going to be moving a lot, and it would get decent audio. But the room is a little bit more. The room I'm in for that recording is a little bit more reflective, so it didn't sound very good. So I just switched to the usual mic. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure there'll be technical difficulties. Oh, that's right. No, Matt, I forgot. I forgot to reserve my KFC meal. I mean, the Colonel is all dressed up in his little nylon Santa suit and everything, but I haven't reserved my meal. Yeah, because they do mostly for Christmas. Fried chicken for Christmas for some reason. I guess because it's an easy party food. You can just get a bucket of chicken and a strawberry shortcake, and that's a Christmas party in Japan. But now they're even trying to creep into New Year because families have stopped cooking the traditional Japanese New Year food, which is mostly cold food because you just like leave it out in the hallway, the non-heated hallway, and it works as a refrigerator, and you just pick at these cold trays of food for 3 days, beginning of the year. But now KFC is even marketing for, hey, you had chicken for Christmas, but that was like, more than a week ago. Why don't you, or almost a week ago, why don't you have some more chicken? So the kind of gorgeous obento boxes, kind of like the more luxury, like very, expensive mushrooms and kind of rare types of I forget the Japanese word for the kind of higher level cuisine. So those kinds of boxes of food are becoming more popular now, and just only eaten on that day because it used to be that basically the country was shut down for 3 days. So 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of January, just no businesses were open. You're just supposed to visit your family and stay at home and do nothing. But convenience stores stayed open on the 1st, or started opening, I think, on the 2nd, and then just became a thing where people are they're working and everything. So the whole country has 3 days off thing went away pretty fast, and a lot of stores and restaurants and stuff are just open. You can have New Year's dinner at a restaurant now if you want, because they'll be open for that kind of stuff. So it's weird. It really changed. The whole thing kind of changed. And a lot of people just don't visit family, so it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. So we'll see. But no, man, I did not reserve my KFC meal. Yeah, that stuff starts early too. The reservations for the luxury obento, the Christmas cakes, and with the little marzipan Santas, and yeah, of course your KFC. And they do like roasted chickens, like rotisserie chickens and stuff at the KFC here, so you can get a little bit better, like wherever these chickens come from, but get a little bit better meals from KFC than they used to have. It's not just only fried chicken. They'll give you like a whole rotisserie chicken, which you can also get at Costco. That's probably the same one. But yes, so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to some good old Indiana style law enforcement. And and we'll talk about how much time passed between the two movies and stuff, because somebody may have a kid. I don't know. We'll have to find out if there's been enough time for that to happen. Kaiseki, thank you. Kalarion, you need to be on voice to text. Yes, you need to be voice to text, or text to voice for me, so I can be reminded of everything I'm forgetting. Yes. Yeah, and the thank you. So that's the kind of like higher end cuisine in Japan. Thank you, Clarion. And it is. It's very interesting to see. And even the New Year's card tradition is going away. That used to be a huge thing where you had to pre-order your cards in advance and get stuff printed, and then you had to write a message on every card. Or some people, like traditionally, you're supposed to draw or paint something on every card and then write. And then it became photo cards were popular. So kind of like a Christmas card in the US, it functioned to see the update of here's our family, here's our new dog, and everybody sent just family photos, stuff like little collage photo postcards. And now people are just sending emojis, just like the little GIF animations or something online. They're not even sending people stuff anymore. And there's a tradition now. What's it called? So Hagaki, what's the New Year's card? Anyhow, you say, this is my last. You can send a card that tells people this is my last New Year's card because I'm not doing this anymore. And it's got a term. Nengajo Ojimai, I think. Yeah, Nengajo is the New Year's card, and I think Ojimai. So Oshimai is the end. Ojimai. So maybe Ojimai, I think is what it's called. So kind of a portmanteau. But yeah, people literally send you a sayonara, you'll never get another postcard from me postcard, because people want to stop doing that. Yeah. And I just started 6 years ago, drawing all of my New Year's cards by hand. So good timing. I'm really up with all the trends here. Oof. Nice. Oh, yes, that's right. And I've been doing some reading about that. So I was thinking about the using Old School Essentials to run something kind of an OSR side game. And what's the yes, the Palace of the Silver Princess. I read both versions of that module because there's a PDF scan kind of floating around on the internet, and I had the I'm going to confuse it now. I had the green one, which I think is the Moldvay revision, but I was also reading the Gene Wells. Oh, come on, my internet's getting all stupid. The Gene Wells version, and I really think there's very little in there that I would think they needed to worry about. I really think they just weren't happy with her work and they couldn't, because it was one of the few women working at TSR. And I really think they just didn't want to say, yeah, this is not kind of what we were thinking. It's interesting. It's an interesting comparison. So I'd like to do, if we run that, I'd like to do a combination of both. If everyone's down for playing that module, I'd like to put some of the elements in there, but I have a feeling that it wasn't really like a big controversy or whatever. I really think they were like, this is not kind of up to the level. Because if you compare what the Moldvay module did, there's just a lot more going on. They do a weird thing though in the Moldvay version where there's a kind of like solo, like a, what do they call it, a structured adventure or whatever, where you're basically, if like a choose your own adventure story or like a Tunnels and Trolls solo, if you go east, go to this number. If you go west, go to this number. And so they have this weird kind of procedural thing for entering the palace, which is weird, but I guess that they wanted it to be more of a, it is a basic teaching module, and with emphasis on that. And that's what I think the Wells version was completely missing, because it really like kind of throws you out there on your own, and just like there's no monsters anywhere. It's just like kind of like the other early one where it's just blanks. What treasure, what monster is here? What treasure, what monster is here? A lot of stuff is blank, and it doesn't it's not much hand holding and not much educational about it. I don't like what the Moldvay one did with that weird getting into the castle. You have to go through this whole thing. I wish they just did a simplified version of that where it just told you what was going on. But yeah, I really think there's a strange a strange thing that they did. Yeah, it's very, very small. The kind of questionable content is very limited. But I will include it. I'll make sure I include all the questionable content in our version. But I don't think it was very well handled. I don't think it was just executed very well. So very strange. But yeah, that might be that's something I would love to try, is just do some old race as class characters and play some of these old modules. I think the princess, the Silver Palace will be a good what is that, B3 B3 or B4. I'm blanking on that. It's B3. Yeah, Palace of the Silver Princess might be a fun starter one, because we could do that, and then we could also do it was just the ones that the castle, was it Castle Burgundy? Those would be fun because they're very different, and I don't think they're the ones that people necessarily think of as the big not Castlebreak, that's the board game. The other one, the other B one. Yes. Castle Burgundy. Sorry. Yes. So yeah, we'll confer with the group and see, and anybody that's on the Discord that'd be interested in playing, please let us know. Yeah. But yeah, just do some unexpected, not very classic stuff. Yeah, so I was thinking if it works, Palace of the Silver Princess into if we're level appropriate, if I can tie them together, we'll see. Into Castle Amber. Yeah, thank you. Amber, Calarion, thank you. Calarion needs a voice. Castle Amber. Yeah, that would be fun. 404 error. My brain is a 404 error. I need one of those. Your computer is hung up on something. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll talk that over and see what people want to do. But it'd be fun. It'd be fun to have another little group thing that we're bouncing in and out of. All right. Well, cool. So, sorry, I shouldn't be looking things up on stream. That's actually the absolute worst, but I just feel so stupid. I can't rely completely on Calarion for every single thing that I can't remember. CTU, Castle Amber, Kaiseki. All right. But yeah, so I will be. Oh yeah, that's right. I will also be painting some New Year's cards this year. But it's a horse. Yeah, so I don't know. This is coming up the year of the horse, so not as fun as snakes and dragons and things. So we'll have to see what I come up with. Nice. Oh, good. Yeah, definitely want to do stuff that wasn't played. That nobody's had experience with. That would be good. I'm leaning so heavily on Calarion. Nice. Yeah, we need just a phone, or just text to speech would be good. We'll pick a really nice, sophisticated voice. The word you're looking for is. Yes. Brutal. Yeah, but there's some fun stuff. Yeah, just that was so fun going through those modules with Matt. It just made me want to play some stuff that we missed out on back in the day. That would be good. All right. Yeah, so it looks like I've got the internet is now hardwired, and the new video adapter seems to be making things work much better. So that's good. And thank you, Calarion. You're 100% covered the price of that new adapter. So we'll put a gold engraving with your name on it. But you're responsible for this beautiful golden light that we're bathed in. Nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we've got a Discord voice channel. Yeah. That's true. Man, but yeah, so hopefully some fun new stuff in the new year. Yeah, I've been doing a lot more painting. I'm doing painting some Infinity, painting some War Machine, painting some Epic Warpath. So there'll be armies to play painted on the table. Yeah, I finally started enjoying it again and not seeing it as just like the work to get to play the game, and just enjoying painting fun miniatures. So that's been good. I really want to at least do some kind of ink wash or something on these Trudvang miniatures. And maybe I'll do that if I get some time they're going to start out just raw plastic, but if I get a little time, maybe I'll seal them and do like an ink wash, because that would help, because they would look more like the illustrations too in the books. That would be pretty awesome. But I've got a clear coat, a kind of matte spray, and then just do some ink wash would be kind of cool, just to see some of the details. The characters, the PC characters are just gray plastic, but all of the beasts and monsters are this funny kind of tan. So like a dark brown wash or something would be nice to pull out some of the details, and maybe some quick dry brushing would make them stand out really nicely on the game board. Nice. Uh-oh, am I avoiding a question? Cal, oh yes, nice. Am I missing anything? There we go. Nice. All right. Oh shoot, this chat thing is not working well, and I don't think I can increase the I'll zoom in a little bit. Can increase the size of the text a little bit there. Nice. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully Matt Matt'll be on leftovers by tomorrow night, and we'll get some indie heat going. That's cool. Oh yeah, I'll put together. Oh yeah, Matt, let me know the I'll do some video loop for the beginning of the stream, but yeah, let me know. It would be good if I need find some good footage of a South American country perhaps, and yeah, put that at the beginning. But cool. So yeah, that's gonna do it for now. For Matt, tomorrow is all about the coffee and being able to stay awake and run this thing. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you have in store for the third part. All right. Oh, and does it have a subtitle? Indie Heat 3 : dot. Yeah, so let me know. I'll put that in the stream notification. Cool. All right. Indie Heat 3, tomorrow is all about the coffee. We can do it that way. All right. Yeah, so let's pick this up next week, and join us tomorrow in the chat to see what happens to our characters, our poor our poor sheriff's office employees from Indiana. Nice. Yeah, if you can import some coca leaves, Matt, that might help set the mood. It's a jungle out there. There we go. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, and keep an eye out for some Trudvang starting. We'll give that a shot one of these evenings, and then just kind of continue through the holidays, so that there's something going on the channel when people get time off. Oh, cool. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Sorry, Matt. You already did all that. That's right. Cool. All right. So thank you, everybody, especially the members and patrons, for making this all possible. Thank you, Clarion, for fixing our video, and we'll be back. And thank you, Matt, for pointing out our bad audio at the beginning of the stream. So we will be back next week with the weekly, and tomorrow with Indie Heat 3. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the weekend if you have the time off, and see you again soon. Goodbye.